All right, my Aqua gang, what it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Aquarius soul family. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guys give us exactly what we need to know in regards to my Aquarius gang, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. These messages are general, you guys, okay? So please keep that in mind. Take what resonates for you and leave the rest for whoever it's here for. Cross watchers, you are also welcome here as well. Just place yourself where you belong in the storylines, okay? If you would please take a moment to click that like button, guys, all right? It's free. It helps in the most tremendous way. We are continuously growing, and I appreciate all of you. I definitely know there would be no me without you. You guys are my family, okay? If you want to make it official and become a part of the gang, become a part of the team, go ahead and click that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload on the channel. Wowzers, this is a doozy, okay? I really don't know how to feel about this energy, okay? In reference to the one person in this connection. Now, the energy that I feel is leaning more towards your end, if you're watching this, it's a sense of obedience. I feel like you really held your tongue, or you really had some self-control. You held yourself back. You stopped yourself from doing what you really know you could have done to just break this person all the way down. You could have given them the same energy that they were giving you, is what I'm hearing, because we do have reciprocity here, right? Equal give and take is all you were looking for, but I feel like this person gave you a lot of issues, like a lot of problems, and you could have been a problem for them as well. But you listen to your intuition. So I do feel like there is some kind of payout coming, some kind of balancing of the scales due to your obedience. All right. This is the very first card out, Karmic justice. It does say wrongs being made right. But what's really standing out the most is being vindicated. There's a sense of vindication here. I don't know if this is you getting a front row seat to this person's other end of their karma, right? Seeing it get stuck to them. Right? Seeing them experience a situation where it does appear that they are paying for what they've done. It's not that you seek to bask in another person's misery or another person's downfall, of course not. But I do get this sense of questioning whether or not you did the right thing. You may go back and forth in your head of whether or not you should have gotten your lick back, right? Like whether or not you should have kind of gotten this person back or did whatever they did to you back. Like there's this emptiness or just this lack of closure due to feeling like this person got away with something, but they did not get away. And please keep in mind that tarot is fluid, right? So if this is something that has not yet occurred, yet you're being guided to intuitively to just walk away, because we do have waning moon. This is about surrendering. This is about letting go. This is about not doing anything physically, right? Like not taking any action. In fact, listening to your insides that's telling you that this is not the time to actually take action. This is a time for pausing. This is a time for waiting, right? You have support in the 5D. All right. You're being supported by the divine. You're being supported by your ancestors, your spirit guides. There are things going on in the background, and you putting your hand in it or taking action towards this person, whatever that might have looked like, right? I know you had a couple things in your mind that you could have thought of, a few things, all right? You could have brought your savage out for real. You could have really done that, you guys. You could have. Something talked you out of it, or you will be talking yourself out of it, or you're leading yourself. You're being led to talk yourself out of this, okay? To not act. The opportunity will come for you to understand and see in this blue moon card. This is about opportunities. This is like about once in a lifetime opportunity. So I feel like the way that this is being set up, you're going to understand that everything happens for a reason. And it's just this energy of, I know I was meant to be here at this right place at this right time in order to see this shit happen to them, or in order to see this happen. Okay? So that will be coming in. So I feel as though that this person is possibly having some second thoughts. I don't get that this karmic justice has made it to their doorstep just yet. Oh, but it's on its way. Okay, I feel like you're getting relief. There will be a sense of emotional and mental relief in reference to how this person treated you and how the connection ended, right? Because I do feel like if you are resonating with this message, you did want your lick back. This person really, they did you kind of dirty, okay? It says you are a better person than I am. This person is definitely having those thoughts, okay? Because they may also know that you had every right to get them back, right? You had every right to at least give them a taste of their own medicine. You had every right to really show up and show out the way that you normally would, but you showed this person grace and you held yourself back, and that was not easy. Now, the only other card that we have out here is past life relationship, and it says you have known each other before. So this is about karmic contracts. And more notably, this is about breaching of that contract, okay? You, however, kept up your end of the bargain, and this person is not going to get away with what they did. So I just feel like you're not the avenue in which they're supposed to be getting this karma back, is what they're stating, okay? So let's see here. Please give us what else we need to know. See, you hurt my ego and that came out crossing. Okay, so here's the thing. You didn't even have to do anything. You didn't even have to say anything. You had to do nothing. This person will feel this energy of unworthiness, right? They're going to feel stupid. This is sort of like killing them with kindness sort of energy, even though your kindness is not the only thing killing this ego, okay? They have other things on the way in, but I do feel like your reaction, if this was a fight, if this was a blow up between the two of you, your reaction, how chill you are, how cool you are, does have this person up in their head. In fact, they might be the ones that are thinking that you're going to come back around and try to get them back, but I don't get that you're doing that. You have fighters, okay? You got shooters on the field for you. You don't have to do that. And not only that, I feel like your indifference or your ability to walk away or wipe your hands of this, to take a moment's pause, right? And just let it go and move on, to not reciprocate what they were giving you, is also confusing this person, and it is hurting their ego, because for them, it's like, well, if I really had Aquarius the way that I thought that I did, then of course they would be upset, right? Like, of course they would want to get me back. They would curse me out. They would, pull up. They would ask where I'm at. They would, blow up my phone. They would, text me back to back to back. They would do this and this and that, right? Like, this is all the things going through their mind. You're not doing any of that. It is giving this person a sense that you do have a sense of self-worth, which I don't know why they would have questioned that, but it's only being amplified now with your behavior, and it is hurting their own ego. It's making them feel like, well, maybe I wasn't, good enough for them to come back and fight for this, or maybe I wasn't good enough for them to want to one-up me or get me back or take action. Let's see here. This waning moon card is also suggesting, it says, let fate take its course. And that is the name of the game here. Okay, these are fated events. And I feel like you are just in a space in your life where you're able to listen. Okay. Wow. Reverse Uno on that ass. Okay. So here's what I'm hearing very greatly. Whatever this person did to you, they're having it done back to them. But you're not the avenue in which it's coming from, okay? This could be a friends with benefits situation, okay? It could be somebody who they decided to move on to after this connection. This could be a karmic soulmate, because we do have past life relationships are in play, okay? One being with you and with others, right? And this is somebody who habitually does a lot of the same things. So this is not expected, this reverse Uno. They're actually expecting you to be the person to do this to them, but it is in fact coming from a different energy, okay? We have hidden agenda, and that's coming out crossing. So this is somebody who has it out for this person. Even if they just met this person, there's just something about them that this person wants to get them back for. We have cold. So I feel as though this person is very much so not in the business of apologizing. Okay. In fact, they are known to be a runner, right? They run away from their responsibilities. They run away from hard conversations, and they most certainly run away from taking accountability. I feel as though whoever they are dealing with, this is somebody who they think that they kind of have one up on this person, but they're getting the same energy back with this reciprocation here. Reciprocity, it says I want to have equal give and take. I feel like they may either fall for this person quickly, okay, faster than normal, and they're not recognizing that it's a karmic soulmate, right? It's a karmic relationship that's by design, and there is a hidden agenda here. So do feel like their karma is coming by way of another person, and you will have a front row seat to this. How? I don't know. That can happen in a number of ways. Look at that courtship. It came out crossing, as well as false person. They are dealing with a snake, baby. They're dealing with a master of disguise, a master manipulator, this one. Okay? This person may have all kinds of tricks up their sleeve for this individual. And unfortunately, I feel like this individual has met their match, right? They're not prepared for this. They are very ill prepared. In fact, they're used to going towards people who they feel like they can get away with their behavior with. And they're not going to be able to do that now, because whoever they're dealing with is wearing a mask, right? This is somebody who is a false character. Okay. It definitely looks like it's something that's going to come back to bite them. We have unexpected income that goes over here. And we also have main mail as well as message. So I feel as though you may have been anchored to this situation, even on a subconscious level. There's something about wanting to get this person back, or feeling like you did not feel like it wasn't fair. You know how things went down. Even though you listened to your intuition and you didn't move on certain aspects of this connection, you did not break this person down, right? You didn't curse them out. You didn't try to get your lick back, but it's still bothering you to an extent. So this is where the vindication is coming from. They're stating that the scales are being balanced with this karmic justice card. So you will not only be vindicated, I feel like you're going to get a front row seat to this person's demise. It's not anything to be happy about or to cheerlead about. This is so that you can free yourself and understand why, right? Why it had to go down just as so. And oftentimes everybody doesn't get that, right? Didn't I see that? Yeah, a once in a lifetime opportunity, because sometimes we never know. There are situations where you just never know why it had to happen that way. You just kind of trust the process. You trust fate. You trust destiny. And you just don't quite ever get the answers, but you are getting this answer. It says, don't miss your chance. And it says something so rare, you'd be lucky. I feel like you are going to be seeing this person knocked off their pedestal, you guys. Okay. We have Libra and Capricorn here. So for some of you, you may either be dealing with a Libra or a Capricorn. Okay. Or they may have that within their natal chart. I feel like this Libran energy is the energy of what this person will be dealing with. Lots of inconsistencies, lots of in and out, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. And I do feel like they are falling for somebody who is not who they are stating that they are. What does this have to do with you? Well, whatever is going on subconsciously in your mind needs to see this. You need to be vindicated from this situation, to either recognize why it didn't work, to either have an aha moment, right? About why did I actually want this person? What was my intentions, right? Like, what for what reason? Why did I feel so attached to them? It wasn't because of love, because they were hurting me, right? Like, so what was the reason? There's something that you're needing to come to terms with, that you are needing to reconcile within your soul in order to move on. And then once you do move on, we have 27 and 1. That breaks down to a 10, guys. 10 is the beginning, right? The beginning of a new cycle. Gender doesn't matter. This is like a main person. You will either be somebody's main focus, or there will be a focus that you will have on a main person. This is somebody who is on your level, okay? This income card does suggest some form of a gift, right? Some form of abundance, something of value coming towards you. This does feel like a relationship in which you will truly value, and you don't even see it coming yet, all right? Especially with all these moon cards that popped up. This is what's hidden under the surface. You are a better person than I am. So, whoever they're getting ready to jump into this bed with, okay? They're going to do more than hurt this person's ego. There's a breaking down of their entire identity. Okay? Whether that be financially, whether that be them having a kid with this person. I did see engagement under this past life card. Okay? It says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So I feel like they jumped into a relationship. It's almost as if once you just let this go and surrender it, okay, because of whatever they did, there's an injustice that's being done to you. You don't reciprocate that injustice. You just let it go because that's what you're being guided to do. And they're jumping right into something like automatically, like immediately. It's also giving the energy of somebody who's not able to be alone. They don't know themselves. They don't love themselves. So they don't really want to be alone with themselves. And they're diving headfirst into what appears to be a soulmate connection, right? Yeah. Only to recognize that there's a hidden agenda here, or it's a mask. It's not an actual soulmate. It's a karmic soulmate. They're skipping the courtship process is what it's saying. It's going from friends with benefits. So they may really get this thing revved up quite quickly. I do feel like this is going to make this person want to run back towards you guys, because the contract that they breached with you was the actual real deal. They went towards a false one. It's crazy. This shit crazy. Yeah. I feel like as soon as they start recognizing the mask, once the mask starts slipping on this false person, they're going to want to run. And where do you think they're running? Only I don't think that you'll be there. I don't. You have a very valuable connection incoming, okay? And for some of you, it could just be the relationship that you have with yourself. This is the number one, right? It could be you just pouring into yourself, or possibly you are valuing something else in life at this juncture. Maybe love is not taking precedence or not taking top priority in your life. You may want to travel. There's something that you're changing within yourself. Maybe you have new goals, right? A new outlook on life, new perspective for sure. So you could just be changing up entirely what you value. And for others of you, this is an actual connection, like a relationship that is worth looking at. I will say that if it's a person, okay? Wow. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Six of Swords. And we have the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like here's what I will say, okay? For those of you who are still not buying this, right? Like, it's like, bitch, I was hurt, okay? I don't care what you say. If this has not happened yet, you might be calling my bluff. Like, okay, well, when? When will I be able to see this? When will I be able to see this? When, right? If that is your thought process, if that is where you are right now at this juncture, they are wanting you to shift your perspective and recognize that what you were asking for from this person, these pentacles, they were never equipped with that, okay? That is just too much. It's too much for this individual. They do not attain these kind of resources in their arsenal. Okay, it's non-existent. Soulmate, yes, absolutely. Okay, this is a past life connection. This is somebody who you did have feelings for some of you in love, right? However, shifting your perspective with this Six of Swords is going to help you recognize and realize that there was no working together here. This would have never worked, even in a million years. There's also something about this person's personality that you would have never gotten used to. So it's almost like you were overlooking a lot of the things that you actually didn't like about this person and romanticizing the things that you did like about them. And now they're wanting you to shift that. They're wanting you to switch that around, reverse Uno that shit, okay? Putting out a list of the things that were not working for you, the chaotic things about this person, the toxic things about this person or this connection, right? Even listing it out, actually writing it out and reading it to yourself will allow you to see that this would have never worked. Ten of Pentacles would have never been attained. And if that's what you want still, then it's going to allow you to see how you would have needed to change partners in order to achieve that anyway. Let's tap into this person's thoughts here. This is the Light Siege deck, by the way. Let's tap a little bit into this person's thoughts. Please, Spirit, please give us exactly what we need to know in regards to this person's mindset. Look at that. Queen of Wands. They do find you very attractive. This person also is the type of person who goes towards whatever the new shiny thing is, right? So they view you and the new energy that they're dealing with as the Queen of Wands, right? They want to play. They want to come out and play. Okay, they want to have recess. All right, this is somebody who is considered very attractive, very outgoing, confident, right? Charismatic. They illuminate a light that many are attracted to. In this positioning, however, I do feel like they're dealing with a false Queen of Wands. Okay, you would have been the real deal, yet you weren't tolerating their bullshit. You see? So for those of you who this person ghosted or disappeared from, or you were left without closure, I keep feeling that, right? Or your hand was forced and you had to walk away from this. You were getting so much pushback from this person because yes, they find you attractive. Yes, they want to be with you. Yes, they see a future with you. Yes, they see the value in you. They do. But you weren't willing to get down with this, right? Like you weren't willing to get down with the bullshit that they were bringing to the table. You were giving them pushback. You were giving them mouth. You were mouthing off. You were lipping. You had lots of lip. You had lots of shit to say. You see, they weren't able to get away with it. They were always left to try and explain themselves, or there could have been a lot of changes that you were looking for in this person. So they decided to trade you out. You see what I'm saying? But for a false version, which they will not recognize until it's too late. We have that Justice card here once again, don't we? This, I'm seeing like a symbolism of being burnt. Okay, so that can be in a multitude of ways. This person can be actually physically dangerous, which I don't feel that for a great majority of you, but they could be dealing with somebody who's a little bit off their rocker. Okay, a little bit cray-cray. For others of you, this could be like a sexually transmitted disease. As we do have the Queen of Wands here, this could be somebody who is jumping out there and they're dating multiple people and they're hopping in bed with multiple people. Okay, they're putting themselves in danger is what I'm hearing. Okay, both emotionally and possibly physically, like their physical body. All to try and attain this balance that they have either rejected or that they lost. We have the Page of Wands and we have the Hermit in the reverse. This person is outside. You understand? Knight of Wands, and then and it's all fun and games until it's not. All fun and games until it's not. This is sad. And I don't even feel like they see this coming for real. They're not even thinking about it. Like this person just goes towards whatever feels good. Okay. They're not protecting themselves. So I'm hearing like lots of unprotected sex. So you also need to protect yourself if you are still dealing with this person in that manner. Do not advise it. But you know, if you are, you need to make sure you're protecting yourself, because they are certainly not. They are not. We have cold that came out prior, and now we have this Knight of Wands. So not only did they possess very hot and cold energy, they're also dealing with someone who possesses that very same energy. They may even be chasing this person, and I feel like they're going to get caught up, you guys. Okay. There's something that you're going to be able to see. This is either playing out on social media, on their live. Okay. This is the year or the era. Okay. Of the Aquarius, right? That means all kind of shit is coming out. There's nothing but truth, babe. So you're going to be able to see the actual truth. I get for a great majority of you, this is playing out on social media, like a show. Get your popcorn, you know. Yeah. And if they're not putting it on social media, this person that they're dealing with this person doesn't like them. Like at all. And it has absolutely nothing to do with what they've done in this life. It has everything to do with what they did in a past life. And this energy might not even be able to recognize in themselves why they don't like this person. They just know that they have something to accomplish here. Ciao. Yeah, it's giving very much they hate them. And it's sad, but this is a lesson that this person needs to learn. Okay, this is the only way that they're going to be stopped. And I'm also glad that you got yourself out of Dodge. Okay, now This is what you don't see coming in. We do have that Emperor. We have the Moon here, right? It's not coming in super duper fast. We have the Knight of Pentacles, right? So this is a very slow moving energy, but it will be very well worth it. There are things that need to happen and occur first before you're able to recognize and see this person. You see, if this energy, this Emperor, this Empress, gender doesn't matter, were to come in prior to you getting this visualization and understanding that you've dodged a major bullet, babe. That's it. That's all. Okay. Don't get me hyped. You have to recognize this. You have to see this. They're giving you front row seats, baby. Okay. Yeah. You're on the floor. You got floor seats. And you have to see it. You're going to get, I'm not saying that you're going to be laughing or anything like that, but you will be gagged. Okay. This is going to gag you. This could look like some sort of a pregnancy. This could look like something legal going on. This could look, this person is out to get them and they just met them. No, you should not warn them, for whoever said that, because this is none of your business. The only reason it's here is because you have to see this in order for you to be able to see this. It's hidden right now. This is hidden. For some of you, this Emperor, Empress may already be a part of your life. That's not all of you. That's a very small portion of you. But your divine counterpart is already in your life. You're not able to see them. You don't recognize them. You may have already friend zoned them. Okay, or you may only consider them a friend or platonic, right? Or you may not even be paying them any attention at all. Okay, especially if this is somebody who you work with or somebody who you encounter frequently, right? A friend of a friend. So that's only for a very small portion of you, but I am hearing that very strongly. It's appearing to be right in front of your face, but you can't see it until after you see this. Next steps. So you are greatly protected. This is all about you being able to see why this would not have worked. This person is getting ready to really go through some major struggles, unfortunately. Okay, we don't wish that on anybody. They're going to have a major upheaval in their life in which they will have to do some great healing. I don't get that this is your person for a great majority of you. Can I say that? Does that mean that you won't be with them or that you can't be with them? Of course not. There's still free will here at play. But there's something else that's being worked out in this scenario. And it doesn't have anything to do with you and this individual romantically. In fact, you're being led to be very cold towards this energy, to not open up towards it, to not let this energy anywhere near yours, as you've already healed, right? So you don't want to be taking 3 and 4 and 50 billion steps backwards. I will look at their next steps in full in the extended, but I feel as though this person is dealing with somebody who is really holding on to them. It's almost like they can't escape, no matter how hard they try. They may have gotten themselves trapped. Wow. Can we clarify that, please? Let's clarify this and then we're going to go over to the extended. I feel like this person is really having some conversations with themselves at night. Whenever they argue with this person, or whenever they are, I feel like their arguments are not like your run-of-the-mill arguments. Okay, I feel like it's not just words. Things get physical at times. There may be some dangerous shit going on the other side of town between them and this person. Okay, this person is obsessed. This false energy, they are obsessed. They're holding on, yet they hate this energy. They hate your person, but they're holding on for dear life. They are obsessed. It's on a whole nother level. They could be dealing with a earth sign themselves, a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. I'm definitely getting devil energy, very much so. We have the 5 of Pentacles crossing. Yep, with the 3 of Cups and the Page of Cups. So this is somebody who lays it on extra thick. They pretend to be friends, right? They pretend to be so in love, yet your person, right? They are so blinded by their own ego. They are so blinded by what they deem themselves to be. They prop themselves so high up on that pedestal, right? That head is so inflated that they can't even see that there is nothing in this cup. The cup is empty, darling. There's nothing there. I do feel like there will be major regret once it ends with this person, if it ever does end, because free will is still at play, right? And I feel like they've gotten themselves trapped in some form or fashion in this connection. It could just be a mental entrapment where they're not able to move even though they want to. So that's going to be different for all of you. But I do still feel like there will always be this sentiment in their back of their mind about what you were trying to cultivate here with 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, and what mess they've made of their life since you walking away or since them walking away. All right, so let's go over to the extended, guys. If you have resonated with this message, we're going to really dig in over there. We're going to get into both this old shit as well as the new shit. The new shit looks pretty great. Okay. We'll look at your finances a little bit there as well. So without further ado, click that like button, click the subscribe button. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. I'm going to see y'all over there. Let go.